Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to our lecture series on recruitment and selection. This time, we are now in week number 5. This is your professor, Danny Reneta Cabulay. And we will be talking about, for this particular week, we will be talking about CV critiquing, application form, and the HR budget. So it's a loaded episode, 5 videos, short videos, something that you can digest. Okay, but first, let me give you some important reminders. For you to be able to view all the lecture videos on YouTube, I would advise that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Danny Cabulay. So the online class will only be 20 to 30 minutes if necessary, but that may not happen if there are no questions. So for easy access, remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Danny Cabulay. And don't forget to press the notification button to get alerts on future videos so you will always be updated. Watching the full video constitutes your attendance to my class. You may also share the videos to your classmates and friends, especially those who have not yet watched them. I will be sharing this video also on the group chat. Okay? So there will be no excuses. Another reminder is that after watching each video, you are supposed to answer all the questions and exercises asked in those videos. So for this week, I have prepared 5 videos. Therefore, for each video, after watching each one of them, you must answer the question or exercise given to you. That will constitute your recitation grade. And the frequency of recitations you've made will determine your score. So if there are 5 videos, most likely there are 5 questions that will be asked of you. So for each video, you must answer them. Okay? If you don't answer a question, you automatically get a grade of 60. That is the lowest possible grade. Now, if you have given quality answers, I will be giving you merit points. I will be announcing the merit points at the end of each week. Who got the merit points for the week? Usually about 5 to 10 people will get it. Okay? If, the worst thing is probably only 1, 2, or 3. Now, you have to submit also the take-home essay quiz. And that's at the end of video number 5 for each week. So take note, you have to email to me, to my email address, your essay, your take-home essay quiz. And my email address, I will repeat again, Danny_Cabulay2000@yahoo.com. Okay? So then you can download the PowerPoint lecture, save it in your electronic folder. So that will serve as your review notes. Okay? So let us start the ball rolling. For this week, we will start with video number 1. This is video number 1. What's on the menu? You asked the question, how do we critique a CV? In the last week, I asked you to prepare your own CV. This time, can you actually assess the CV of another person? That will be your job when you venture your career in HR. Magiging trabaho ninyo ang magbasa ng sangkatutak na mga biodata, resume, or curriculum vitae. Therefore, dapat marunong kayong tumingin alin ang matino at ano ang hindi matino. Sino ang qualified, sino ang hindi qualified, sino ang magmo-move on to the next step, which is the preliminary interview, at sino naman yung for filing purposes lang ang biodata because they do not qualify for the moment, for the job opening they are applying for. Okay? Kasi kung minsan may nag-a-apply, magaling, pero hindi siya bagay dun sa ina-applyan niya. Itatago mo lang yung kanyang biodata kasi in the future, baka kailanganin mo siya. Baka siya ay mas nababagay sa mga susunod pang mga job openings. Second topic for this week, we will be talking about the application form. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng application form? What does it look like? What does it contain? Okay? And finally, we will talk about how do you prepare an HR budget. for recruitment and selection. Okay? Paano ba ginagawa yung budget na yan? Ano ba itsura niyan? Ano bang nilalaman niyan? Okay? So let's talk about that. Okay, let's start. How do you critique a CV? Critiquing a CV, okay? So, what is critiquing a CV? Okay? This is also called curriculum vitae scanning or CV scanning. It is the process of assessing the contents of the applicant's CV, checking on its merits and weaknesses, formulating initial impressions in relation to the job specification required by the company for the vacant position. Remember, yung job specification, yan yung mga katangian ng isang aplikante na nababagay dun sa posisyon na bakante. Siyempre, yung biodata, yan yung sinubmit ng mga aplikante. Iko-compare mo siya. Okay? Halimbawa, naghahanap ka ng isang matangkad na empleyado. Minimum height is 5'7". Yung aplikante 5'5". Hindi siya qualified kasi 5'7" is the minimum height as per the job specification. Or, hinahanap mo somebody who has good written communication skills. Magaling sa English. Written. Yung biodata niya punong-puno ng mga grammar errors at spelling errors. Obviously, hindi siya magaling sa written communication. He will not qualify. Okay? So, yun ang tinitignan natin. That's why we need to compare the application, the CV, and the job specification. Does the CV meet the minimum requirement of the company for that particular position? And the minimum requirement is embodied o makikita natin siya sa job specification. Okay? Now, ano ba ang purpose at benefits ng CV scanning or CV critiquing? Well, basically, tatlo yan. Number one, it provides an initial assessment of the fit of the applicant to the job specification. Bagay ba siya dun sa kanyang ina-applyan? Siya ba yung hinahanap natin? Okay? So this is the scientific approach. Number two, benefit and purpose. It enables the recruiter or employer to create a short list of the top applicants based on their credentials. And this makes you more focused. Halimbawa, ang opening mo, 5 ang gusto mong i-hire. Kaso, 100 yung nag-apply. Are you going to interview all the 100? That's a lot of time consumed. So, maybe, kung 5 yung vacancy mo, you want to interview maybe the top 20. Okay? So, out of 100 biodatas that you receive, you scan who are the top 20. Yung 20 na lang ang i-interviewin natin. Okay? So, we are focused now on the top 20. That's what you call a short list. Okay? So, that's the second purpose of CV scanning or CV critiquing. You are able to come up with a short list. Okay? Or parang semi-finalist, ika nga. Now, the third purpose or benefit of CV critiquing is it saves executive time and other resources. Kasi time-consuming ang mag-recruit, time-consuming din ang mag-select ng right applicant. So, mabusising proseso yan. So, kung meron kang CV scanning, that already saves time. You don't have to interview everybody. Okay? And other resources that you might want to deploy. So, tatlong purpose niyan. There is the scientific approach, you become more focused, and you generate cost savings. Now, we have an interesting case study for all of you, and it's called Biases in CV Scanning. Let me read to you the case. RTC Savings Bank advertised for a job opening for 100 plus bank tellers as they are opening 20 new branches within the year. Wow! So this is a growing company. 20 branches, so sabihin natin mga 5 to 6 bank tellers per branch. Okay? Many young men and women applied, mostly fresh graduates, submitting their CVs online to the HR department. Ella Malikot, the recruitment officer, who was already coming up with a short list, priority batch she calls it, for preliminary online interviews, tends to pick those who were more attractive based on submitted photos in their CVs. aba, itong si Miss Malikot pala, mahilig sa mga gwapo at magaganda. Pag average looking ka lang or below average, wala, etsapuera ka. So, meron pala siyang ganong bias na siya ay tumitingin sa face value. Pag may itsura ka, pasok ka na. Okay. She set aside as her not priority batch those who were merely average looking or those who were not attractive enough. Okay? So ayaw niya ng pangit. Okay? Ayaw niya ng walang itsura. Questions that you have to answer now for video number 1. Is this practice good? Alam natin na nagaganap yan. Okay ba yung ganyang practice, yung ginagawa ni Ella Malikot? Second question, what are the risks? Ano ang delikado sa kanyang ginagawang approach? What are the dangers in that kind of style of selecting candidates? CV scanning pa lang, pinipili na niya yung mga may itsura. Anong delikado sa kanyang ginagawa? Please answer these questions in the comment section below. Okay, so I will wait for your answers. Until next video, watch out for video number 2.